How you doing?
Good.
Good. You guys got word about Sean being your starter officially. Can you take us through that, how Franklin addressed it with the team, and how did you approach Sean and Will respectively once you learned of the decision?
Yeah, me and Sean and Will are really good friends. And Coach kind of addressed it in the offensive meeting room. He came in and kind of told the offense that they're going to go with Sean. And obviously as an offense, we're going to support him. Sean's a great quarterback, and we're trusting him. We trust Will too, and obviously Will handled it really well. And yeah, I think we're just excited for the season to start.
Just to clarify, it was Friday afternoon you found out?
Yeah, I believe so.
So one more Sean Clifford question for you, Pat. But wanted to ask you, since you've been on campus, when was the first time that you saw Sean and you thought to yourself, yeah, this guy's going to be a starter one day?
Coming in campus, probably in summer jobs we run. Me and Sean obviously were up the threes to begin with, the fours, and just kind of throwing balls. And he had a perfect touch, and he threw it wherever it needed to be. And that's probably when I realized, like, summer workouts when I first got here, like, he's going to be a really good quarterback here, and probably next starter.
The whole thing with being named captain, what did that mean to you, and were you surprised at all? Because usually you don't see sophomores in that way.
Yeah, it's a blessing and an honor. I mean, I kind of was expecting maybe next year to be captain, but obviously being voted captain and having my teammates' support and the coach's support, the whole program support, means a lot. I mean, I've been here for a year and some change, and just being voted captain that quick is just, it's a blessing. And especially being captain for a storied program like Penn State, I'm very excited, and I'm ready to handle it.
How did you find out about it, and what was your initial reaction?
Yeah, so we found out in team meeting, and how Coach does it. He'll like put our hometown up first, and then he'll click the clicker thing, and our name will pop up. And kind of like, I saw my hometown Merrimack, and I was just kind of like, this is crazy. And then the whole team room went pumped, and I mean, Coach Franklin called my parents after, my mom and my dad got all choked up, and it was an emotional deal, and it was definitely awesome. And being captain for this program is going to be something I'll remember for the rest of my life.
Anything else for the back?
So Justin Shorter, this is at the top of the depth chart, wide receiver. We didn't get to see a ton of everybody this year in practice, but I'm sure you saw plenty of Justin. Why do you think he earned the starting nod, and what should we expect from him when game days arrive?
Yeah, I think Justin's a really good player, and obviously you guys haven't even seen what he's been putting in the work in the whole summer. I think his preparation probably excelled this season than last season. I think he's worked really hard in the summer, and I think it translated in camp, and we saw him make plays after plays after plays during camp, and I think he's ready for a breakout year this year.
Hey, Penn. What's the wait like from maybe the last game you guys played? You had a whole off season. You guys get anxious and having any?
Yeah, I think we just have to stay composed. I think Coach Franklin throughout camp kind of preached like we're focused on Penn State and I'm focused on Penn State and not look ahead. Obviously it's game week and we're excited to face someone else other than our defense, because I mean, we're going to be real now. Our defense is pretty good. Going against Vitor every day in practice is a struggle, but obviously you guys do better, and I just can't wait to hit someone else in a different color uniform.
Pat, James talked about the player assessment rankings and kind of unique that you guys sort of assess each other. Just wondering, are you able to make a case for yourself? How does that go? Or do you vote for somebody else, or is all that classified?
I mean, we don't really like give an explanation of the why we put that person before that person. We kind of just list it out and how we do it. So I mean, that's kind of our process. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Definitely classified.
Audrey, please follow
I seem to recall you at a camp in New Jersey, a Nike camp, going up against Micah back in the day. What was that like? Was that the first time you met him? And I assume, from what I gathered, you guys are very competitive now out on the field.
Yeah, going against Micah in that Nike camp, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of fat back in the day. Especially that Nike camp, I mean, I ran slow and everything, and I kind of was just an eye-opening experience, kind of like, okay, well, yeah, I'm ranked this, but I'm really not that good. So I kind of had to continue to work hard, and obviously seeing Mike and what he can do, I was like, okay, well, if he's committed to Penn State, and if I'm going to play against him in the Big Ten, like, I'm going to have to get right. So that's why I took pride in that. And obviously, me and Mike compete every single day in practice. We have this friendly competition going on about like who can win more one-on-one reps. The first camp, like last year, I got him in spring ball. He got me this camp. But I mean, we compete in everything, and we were very competitive. We thrive off each other. So I mean, it just gets us better and gets the team better.
Staying on the theme of Nike camps, back in 2017, you were in the tight end group on the field there in Jersey. You, Zach Kuntz, and Jason Oway working in that tight end. I don't know if you knew what he was doing at the time at tight end, but he was very much just an undefined athlete. Now that he's a second-team defensive end for this group, what are your expectations? You talked about going up against Etor, and he had a chance to go against Jason much, and what does he present?
Yeah, I go against Jason a lot too. He presents a mismatch nightmare. He's crazy athletic, he's so fast off the edge, and he's so strong. And I think teams are going to be struggling to block him because, I mean, one, they don't have much film on him right now, and two, like he's just such a smart football player. So I think he's going to have a really good year this year.
I think that 2 summers ago he was again working in a tight end with you, and kind of that to where he is now. Is it eye-opening? Is he ahead of schedule for where you maybe thought he could get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, he working at tight end at the opening, me and Zach kind of looked at each other like, who's this kid? But then obviously we found he committed us at the end, and I mean he's grown so much. I mean he's huge now. I mean he was a little skinny, but now he's jacked and he's ready for a big year. And I think he can take himself as far as he wants to go. The sky's the limit for him, and he's gonna have a really good year and continue success.
I guess it's me. Nick Bowers said earlier this month that he learns a lot from you. And what do you think? What have you taken from Nick? And obviously we're expecting to see a good bit of both of you guys this year.
Just how to handle adversity. Nick has been through a lot through his career, and definitely just the way he's handled it all. And I think I admire that from him, like staying after it and not giving up hope. And, I mean, I just admire that from him. And when I go through adversity, like during a game or during practice or something like that, he always comes over and he's a voice of mine and peace of mind, being like, hey, like it's not that big of a deal. Like just keep pushing, keep going through it. And I think that's one big thing I've learned from him is continue to stay patient and don't get so down on a bad practice or a bad play because he's been through so much and he's pushed through it and he's going to have a really good year this year. I'm very proud to share the field and be in the same room as him.
You ever fish with him? I know he's
I've never fished with him now. I mean, I don't know the fish.
It's me again. With your development last year, catching 8 touchdowns, leading the Big Ten, did you notice gradually as the season went on that you were getting more attention, becoming more of a vocal point for what the defense was trying to do? And what have you and Coach Bowen worked on this offense to kind of counter that? Because he said on the practice field a couple weeks ago, Pat's going to get a lot more attention coming into his sophomore year.
Probably the Kentucky game. I remember we were in the red zone and pretty sure it was Josh Allen. He looked over and he was like, oh, you're not scoring a touchdown on this one. We know what you're about in the red zone. And I was like, all right, well, and then scored a touchdown, so I was kind of whatever. But yeah, it's definitely different coming into the season, kind of knowing that teams will be game planning for me and all that kind of stuff, and working with Coach Bowen and talking to him. Just kind of, I just had to know more coverages and where people are going to go, and definitely just kind of figure out like how to win against man. And I've done that this off season, and I'm ready to attack whatever defense throws at me.
somewhat similar vein to Josh Allen. Who's the biggest trash talker on your defense? I think there are a few candidates that would stick out, but
to me personally, it's probably going to be Cam Brown or Micah,
Okay.
even Lamont probably. We always compete against each other, and we always go against each other, and I think we thrive off that, and it just makes us better, makes the practice environment better.
Anything else for Pat? All right, thanks, Pat. We'll be joined by John Reed momentarily.